So why are we watching a Capcom show? Well, aside from just being a sucker for a bunch of video game advertisements, they are more than likely going to be announcing a Monster Hunter game that isn't Rise. So I'm interested in that. I want an actual serious Monster Hunter game. Gosh, I hate the Generations team. Boy, that game was so bad, and Rise was just more of that, but even more of what I didn't want to see. Either way, Capcom makes good stuff, so let's see if, you know, they don't make fools of themselves yet again, as they like to do.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
That you'll continue to enjoy them.
Bye. By enjoy, they meant bye. This is kind of weird because they don't have a console, you know, like,
don't miss anything.
I'm used to watching these things because, you know, it's a big publisher that owns their own video game consoles, but everyone's trying to be Nintendo lately. This is spoopy. I'm never sure when watching these things if I'm supposed to be like, oh, do I recognize this character, or is this actually just a new thing? I mean, whatever the heck we're watching, the aesthetic of it is nice. Very colorful, very ethnic. I like the historical Japanese horror. Cool, whatever I'm watching. I'm still not seeing gameplay. Hey, just as I mentioned that. So it's like an action game. Looks kind of neat. Almost like a Warriors game with how many people were there and you can like freeze time and do a special attack. Path of the God, is it the actual name or am I not being able to translate the kanji there? No release window, nothing, don't even know. Okay, so it's a new thing. I like to see big publishers make new things.
Kunitsugami.
I knew it!
Of the goddess.
I was supposed to say that. Kunitsugami. What? Kanji just doesn't translate well, unfortunately. It's a pictorial language. It's very cool. I wish I could read it. They're even doing the Nintendo transitions. Oh, now we're doing the... Oh, gosh. Originality is gone, but you know what? It's fine. At least we have consistency. Is this a mobile game? This is a mobile game, isn't it? No. 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 Even if it's not a mobile game, like all of these ailments of gameplay, I do not like seeing in any game that I play personally. This is very grindy. It looks like it's a microtransaction heavy game, meaning that the actual campaign is going to be very shallow. But it's a shame. I want like a good 2D Mega Man, like a new genuine 2D Mega Man that isn't, you know, complete garbage. Isn't it weird that, like, they made, what, 7 Mega Man games on the NES? Freaking 7 Mega Man games, I think? And then there's, like, after that point, they just couldn't figure out what to do with the guy. Or they made, like, the X series. They made all sorts of other, like, spin-off things. And it just never, to me, reached that same level of what the game design was. Man, it's another franchise I feel bad for the fans for. Like, you deserve a good, cool new game, and you're not getting it. Yep, it's a mobile game. Is this their first time doing this? I'm not familiar with any of their gimmicks. I hear good things about Street Fighter 6. I'm just no good at fighting games, and I don't really care too much about competitive stuff, though. Looks good!
Single-player story mode.
That's interesting.
So you can enjoy the game for a long time to come.
A long time, huh? I like how they were too scared to actually say.
Street Fighter 6 is out now for
after what happened with Street Fighter 5. A long time to come.
Xbox Pro Tour 2023. Street Fighter 6, the newest entry in the series.
Oh, it's 6 is the newest entry in the series?
Players from around the world.
I kid, but there's also like 100 Street Fighter games, and this is the 6th numbered one. Half of which are Street Fighter 2 variants. I mean, it is Capcom's bread and butter. I'm just personally not interested.
With PlayStation VR 2.
Nah, thanks. I've played first-person shooters, and that gets me nauseous enough. Like, okay, of course I've played first-person shooters. You've seen me play some, but like, it's just in general, I have like some biological thing with autism, most likely, that makes me get very nauseous in first person. Oof, God, there's no way I'd be able to pull this off. I'd love to try it if I wouldn't get sick. God, this looks fun, but no thanks. No thanks as in, like, I would get so sick. Things in front of my face, like, moving in real time, and I haven't tried a VR headset. I know I'm gonna puke. Man, I can't even play, like, BioShock for more than 15 minutes. At least we're going quickly here. I say that, but it's already been 10 minutes. I don't even know what that is, but they're apologizing about it. Is this just the Death Stranding, like, look-alike game? I don't know anything about this. Oh, and it broke. It's not my internet, I checked this time. This is them. Delays are a good thing. It means that the game's gonna be better. Never rush these people. Yeah!
Here's the latest on the game.
Ghost Trick! Nintendo DS Classic that nobody played.
Everyone, where's this?
You even do like the little Nintendo Switch snap. Did he really just do that? I have played some Ghost Trick, not much. I beat like the first couple levels, just dabbled in it a bit, but it's very creative and very cool. I don't really see how you're doing this without the DS. Like, drawing on the screen is like most of the game. Oh, a demo! That's so cool! Show me how to do it. Yeah, try this. He's voiced? Is he voiced now?
Possess the star ornament.
I understand you can possess everything. I've played it, but like, how do you actually like move around the screen and do this? Is it analog? Do you like point with the Joy-Con like a Wiimote? I'm glad they put a lot of time into Ghost Trick here.
Available now.
And a demo. That's
Don't miss the pre-order bonuses.
good. This game deserves it. There's too many people nowadays who look into games and are like, oh, it's got to have the big budget graphics. It's got to be 4K. It's got to be 60 FPS or else it's not worth playing.
On to the next game in today's...
Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, man. Do the big thing. Give me my Monster Hunter. Apollo Justice. Ha! Are you making more Ace Attorney? Or are you just porting it all? Ooh, Dual Destinies too. Spirit of Justice. I should have figured they're gonna do all of these. This is great. I don't know why I didn't see this one coming. Of course they should have been doing this. It is good to see a company that is willing to look back on their old stuff from like the DS era and port it, make it available, because you know Nintendo, like those consoles, there's no way to play those games like properly while emulating it. You know, it's all touchscreen based. You have to fix up the game itself. And for the record, the first 3 games are already bundled and you can play those now. This is awesome. Very cool that they're doing this.
Early 2024.
Okay, cool. That's fun. This is like a Nintendo Direct. They actually have like a lot of cool stuff they were planning on doing.
This month marks Capcom's 40th
It's Monster Hunter music, but it's 8-bit.
The celebration, Capcom Town.
Uh-huh. Who's the target audience for this?
We can't wait.
Yeah, that's awkward. All right, well, let's pretend that didn't happen.
Account, Resident Evil RE-verse.
It's intended to be said RE-verse? Why would it not be reverse? I thought that was... You'd think it would be reverse, like that was the... I thought that was the point of the title. Am I crazy? Is the E and RE capitalized? Then you would maybe say RE-verse, but I can't get over that. No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Next month's launch.
You mean Dino Crisis, or rather, no, we forgot Dino Crisis. I'll be a total hypocrite and be like, I want to see these old developers make new stuff, brand new things. Hello? But I will totally get in the way of this one. She even looks like the main character in Dino Crisis. You guys own this! What are you doing? Maybe it's in the Dino Crisis universe. It sure doesn't look like it. God, this is so corny. Never mind, I'm kind of glad this is not Dino Crisis. This is, oh, it's got that indescribable feeling to it that a lot of modern games have that are aiming for like a younger, not even high school audience, like maybe high school where they think like, yeah, it's so cool, man. I don't know. This could be like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of some kids' fun friend groups, maybe. Oh my god. Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a kid's thing. This has to be a kid's thing.
Summoning Neo T-Rex swarm.
I can't. This is nothing like the rest of Capcom stuff. This is like so corny. I can't. At first I thought when the initial trailers for this game, I was like, oh, it's kind of neat. They're using high power video game consoles to not just pursue like top of the line graphics, but instead just make like a stupid amount of enemies. And I thought that was really fun. But no, of course, it's like got Ubisoft corny level, like, oh god. Wash that taste out of my mouth. I bet you, oh, free and premium. Oh, I was just gonna say, you're gonna make ridiculous passes and all sorts of extraneous stuff for people to buy. Oh, this is, oof. Oh.
What did you think?
I don't need to say what I think.
Before we dive in...
What do you mean, dive in? We're done, right? We can move on?
Take a look at what you can expect when Final launches on July is transported.
His name's Ace.
And forced to participate in
this game is trying so hard. I think that's why I can't stand it. And honestly, up to this trailer, the only thing that was perturbing me about it was the fact that it's just not called Dino Crisis. That was it. And then they show off the corniest eyebrow-raising trailer. Like, I mean, oh my god.
Survival mode.
You serious? You're publishing that. That's also obviously like a looter shooter kind of game, and that just does not appeal to me at all. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's it. Yeah, in my opinion, like, looter shooters are like the absolute bottom of the barrel for like video games.
The game also features a special
Mobile games are
five-player
here,
mission that changes
looter
weekly.
shooters are like there,
Squads from around the world
and then just like
for the fastest
everything else is
completion
up here.
or-
Not everything else. I'm sure the more I think about it, there's other stuff. EA is
There are
making
many ways
strides
to enjoy
towards the
the game,
bottom,
after
trying to find.
completing
So is
the main
Ubisoft. They're fighting their way down there. Activision and Blizzard have been
into consideration.
climbing their way back up from the bottom lately. I hear Diablo is great, although it's got some serious problems. But as far as Activision Blizzard's concerned,
with other players.
that's less than normal. Lots of problems. So
Now, let's go over all the new
enough about politics. Let's talk about video games. Is he still talking about this? Finally, we're moving on from that. Jesus.
Next up is the last title we'll be showing off today.
No way. You kidding me? This was a waste of time. All right, well, Dragon's Dogma 2. I don't know why the second Dragon's Dogma wasn't Dragon's Dogma 2. What happened to Dark Arisen? Whatever. Anyway, Dragon's Dogma. Well, since we're here, did I ever tell you a story of Dragon's Dogma? I actually bought, I don't remember if it was the original or Dark Arisen for PS3. It was a used copy, and I bought some other stuff wherever I was at the time, game store, bookstore, whatever. And by the time I'd finally gotten around to playing it, I didn't have the receipt anymore. I give it a try, and it doesn't even boot. I take it back to the store, and they're like, tough, we don't care. It wasn't that long, I don't think, that I bought the thing. Just I don't remember where the receipt went. And even still, it was used, so like, they didn't care. Like, they had some sort of policy on used games that they were like, oh well. And here's the worst part. They keep all the discs for this place, like, in the back. When you buy it, you just get, like, the case, bring it up to them, they, like, bring out the disc, and they, like, pop it in and give it to you after you purchase it. So, like, you wouldn't have even known that the disc didn't even function. Isn't it, like, if you're gonna do that, it's on the company, you know. So yeah, is this sure. This game basically did Monster Hunter riding on the giant monsters before Monster Hunter did, I'm pretty sure. Which is kind of neat. I actually was gonna get into this more, but you know, aside from the reason that I just told you why I couldn't, I kind of discovered Witcher, and yeah, that filled the hole that Dragon's Dogma was gonna do for me, because everything that I was disappointed is not in a Dragon's Dogma game is in Witcher. It's mostly like the story and like going and exploring the world. Dragon's Dogma is more of like a multiplayer Monster Hunter like, so
The action RPG.
it's not filling that hole there for what I wanted from a Monster Hunter game though.
Now,
That sucks.
A decade later, you in the midst of battle.
I hear the pawns were awful in
They
the
can also
original.
help-
Awful as in
Or
like
give you a high five
irritating.
Following a successful battle.
They wouldn't shut up, say the same lines over and over again. And then their AI was terrible. RE Engine responsible for basically everything that Capcom makes anymore. Is this over yet? Can I stop? Can I turn this off? They already said they're not revealing anything else after this, right? I
In
mean, like,
addition
come
to
on.
AIs, monsters, and NPCs to life. What would
Seems
happen
like
if
a
you destroyed that
Beowulf-looking
bridge,
monster.
or if
That
you
was
pulled
actually
that monster's leg?
so generic, I liked
Other
it.
exciting
Alright, so all I hear that they've actually done is they made the pawns a little less crappy and they added cat
As
people.
well as new monsters, such as Medusa.
Stop calling Gorgons Medusa. Medusa's a specific one, not a species. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I'm absolutely not gonna play it. I have way too many other things to play. Oh god, they were serious. All of this, and I was like almost positive, like they're gonna be announcing Monster Hunter. Right? Come on. No, they seriously aren't. Okay, well, the show was still decent. Like, it was still a decent, like, if this was a Nintendo Direct, you know, it's decent. Except, like, you know, Mario's missing kind of thing. Like, where's your big thing? Oh, I ain't watching you guys. Screw you.
Hello.
See you guys later.
How was that?